Hi Fabs, it's Natalie here once again, and today I'm doing a talking video. But first, please make sure you go ahead and subscribe because I'm about to be popping videos out left and right, okay? Because I got all this vacation time and you guys will be happy, okay? Anyways, also make sure that you follow me on Instagram and Snapchat so you can see and keep up with me on my daily life, because when this is dry, that's not okay. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that. Anyways, today we are going to be talking about ways that Korea has changed me. So if you guys are interested in watching, then stay tuned. So the first way that Korea has changed me is my focus on the health of my skin. Now, as you guys know, Korea is the land of beauty. When I mean the land of beauty, I mean they focus on the health and the care of your skin so much. Okay, I'm talking about they have an enormous amount of skin products. You can never get bored with trying new things on your skin. So, you know, I've never been someone who's been focused on the health of my skin. I've been very blessed to have clear, naturally clear skin. I don't get acne very often, and if I do, I know it's something to do with there's something going on wrong inside of me. So when I came to Korea, the one thing that I noticed, at least with my coworkers, is just the clarity of their skin. The clarity, and there's this natural kind of glow. I can't really explain it, but it's like this glow that Korean skin has. And I was just amazed because even though they do wear makeup, it does not look like it's heavily caked on like how Western makeup is, with the highlight, contour, you know, setting, you know, baking and all that stuff. It's not like that much makeup. Well, it doesn't look like that. So I have been working to achieve that kind of naturalesque glow. So I've cut back on my beauty routine, at least my makeup routine, a lot, unless I'm doing videos for you guys. And I focus on the health of my skin. So now I'm washing my skin, my face. I have masks, I do scrubs, I have moisturizers, I have oils. Like, I have never had this much skin stuff ever in my life. And in my opinion, I'm 26 now. I'm only getting older. My skin's not getting any younger, so I want to make sure that my skin has enough elasticity and I'm moisturizing it and I'm taking care of it as much as I can now. And since I'm here, hey, I have full access to these things, so I'm trying different things all the time. So that's number one. So one thing that I've realized while living in Korea is the access to fresh food that you have on a daily basis. Now, I live what's considered the rural country in Korea, but it's not really, in my opinion, it's not that rural. But still, even though I'm kind of on the outskirts of Seoul, I have regular access to freshly farmed foods on the sides of the road. And I know that these foods are fresh. I know that they're most likely organic. Fresh fruit and fresh vegetables have now become a regular daily intake of my food routine. Not saying that I didn't eat healthier before, but it's just now I am more focused on ensuring that when I do eat something, I eat something that is healthy and wholesome. And that's one thing that I love about Korean food. Even if you go to a Korean restaurant that's considered like a fast food, not necessarily like loteria, I'm talking about a traditional Korean place, that food is so wholesome. You get it in such a short time, it's cheap, and it's wholesome. And that's the thing that's really different from what I would experience at home. I could not get wholesome food easily in any store. Here in Korea, I could stop at almost any restaurant and be sure that I'm going to get vegetables or fruits with my meal, and it's going to be wholesome and filling and nutritious. And so I have tried to ensure that now I'm in my daily life, I'm eating foods that are wholesome and nutritious, and it's kind of pushed away a lot of the fast food. I do still eat chicken and stuff, but the fast food joints I do not go to. I don't do McDonald's, I don't do any of that stuff, just because I find that now my body is craving Korean foods, craving that wholesome, you know, family handmade type of food. That's one thing that I know I'm definitely gonna miss when I go back home. So next is the safety. I've talked about this before, but safety in Korea, like, I feel safe overall in Korea. I don't have to look behind my shoulder anymore. Now, when I first got here, I found myself, you know, kind of watching my surroundings. And I think when you're in America, you'll probably understand what I'm talking about. When you have somebody that, you know, you feel is looking at you from a distance or kind of walking close to you, you have your guard up and you're on alert at all times just to make sure that they're not going to turn around and do anything, or, you know, you just don't feel 100% safe. And I think when I first came to Korea, I caught myself doing that a lot. And at that moment, that's when it clicked. This is my American mentality that's working in Korea. I'm always precautious because I don't know how other people are going to react or if they're going to attack me. Since that point, I've turned that off. And I haven't had to do that. I haven't felt threatened. I haven't felt like I needed to have my guard up and, you know, be in fight mode just in case anything pops off. So that's one thing that, I mean, when I do go back to the United States, that has to be turned right back on. But so far in Korea, I don't have to worry about that at all. I feel extremely safe at 3 o'clock in the morning, walking down dark alleys by my lonesome. So I have become content with living in a quote-unquote box. As you guys know, living in Korea is kind of small, and the housing that you'll get is either a hit or miss. And, you know, even though when I first came, I was kind of like, my apartment is like, I'm like living back in the dorms of college. But after a while, and you're living by yourself, you become content with this small area. Just how convenient it is. You know, it's easier to clean. It's easier to, you know, put things in the dishes because the sink is literally 3 steps away from my bed. It's just became easy. So I think my expectation for accommodations have kind of gone down because I realize I don't need a lot of space to feel complete. Since I've been in Korea, I am what they would consider an immigrant. It has made me more appreciative and more sympathetic towards immigrants that come in from the United States. Now, I'm not saying that I had anything against immigrants because I know that life in America is hard. I am descended from immigrants. You know, my mom originally was born in England. Her mom was originally born in Jamaica. My dad was born in Puerto Rico, you know, so I am the first generation of America in my family. So I come from immigrants, but they had a little bit easier time adapting just because they were able to speak the language, you know, they had some kind of connection. But for those people that are coming into a country without knowing the language, a place that's completely different from their own, I can understand how difficult it is. And, you know, I feel even more supportive of these people than I was before. When I see people shouting at immigrants saying, oh, learn English. English is not that easy, okay? English is a really difficult language. And even if you get thrown into a country for 3 years, you can't expect to know the language front to back within 3 years. So I get kind of defensive when people are attacking others that are coming into the country and into a country that's foreign from their own. So living in Korea has also taught me that I am able to adapt to many different kinds of environments, and it has broken down the barrier that I had of change, for the fear of change. Moving and surviving in Korea has opened the gateway for me to be able to do anything. For me to be able to move to another city or move to another country and feel like I can make it. Because if I can make it here, and this goes for you too, if you can make it in Korea and you can survive, you can make it anywhere. And so I feel that now my worldview of my possibilities and my future opportunities have expanded exponentially just by living in Korea. And maybe it wasn't just Korea that changed that, just stepping out of my comfort zone and doing something that I never thought I would be able to do in a million years. So just this one opportunity has changed my entire outlook of my future. And it is the most liberating thing that I can experience. So lastly, one negative. The one thing that I wasn't prepared for in Korea was the amount of pollution. And I'm talking about air pollution. There are times, especially like right before spring when the weather's transitioning, there are times where you literally will not see the sun, the actual physical ball of sun, for weeks. And it's because of the smog that comes in from China, and also Korea producing their own, the mountains, so the smog gets trapped, and the weather conditions, and it's just gloomy. And it can be emotionally a low time for me. Physically, like I am sick during this time, and it's depressing. It really is. And I've never experienced having to live through something like that due to man-made pollution, man-made making. And before I came to Korea, in my mind I was like, you know what, I'm from Florida. I wanted to move out of Florida. I wanted to go out and explore. I still want to do that, but I think at the end of the day, I now see myself coming back to Florida, because Florida, like when I visited Florida last year, I found myself looking at the sky. I forgot how beautiful the sky was. I forgot how beautiful a sunset was and how the sky changed colors. I forgot that the sky should be clear all the time. And that is one thing that has definitely changed. I now see myself going back to Florida and living there at least for a good amount of time, or at least, it doesn't necessarily have to be Florida, just somewhere without air pollution, because air pollution is causing havoc on my life in general, and I don't like it. So, my co-teachers tell me that 10 years ago it was never like this, like the pollution was never this bad. So I can only imagine what 10 years from now is going to look like on this side of the world. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my video on how Korea has changed me. If you guys want to know anything else, ask me some questions. If you live in Korea, please let me know, how has Korea changed you? Leave it down in the comment box below. I will try to communicate and respond to you guys as much as I can. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat if you guys want to keep up with my day-to-day life, even though I'm not doing that much, but if you guys want to. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Make sure you subscribe, because I am going to be popping out videos left and right real soon, okay? Alright, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching.